really need to talk more about the way men abuse women with their hobbies. And by that, I mean the way that so many men will spend all of the family's extra money on their stupid hobby, whether it is a gear room full of every kind of climbing rope and climbing shoe and cam and black diamond this, blah, or, hunting or fishing or golf. Or let's talk about the nerd, like games. I don't know how much games cost, but I'm pretty sure all that stuff is expensive.
What in God's name is going on? Now a man having hobbies is considered abusive to women. It doesn't surprise me. Hiking, fishing, mountain climbing, hunting, video games, it's abuse. Everything is abuse. Women are always a victim. So I guess a man is supposed to go to work, come home, do nothing. Don't move. Don't breathe. Don't you dare put your hands on that phone. Just sit. Sit and stare into nothing. Because I'm pretty sure that breathing is going to be abuse soon. We're spinning into like a literal insanity at this point. I mean, are any women calling this out? Here, we see these videos and we applaud it. Another nail in my victimhood coffin. It's pure insanity.
Welcome, my friends. My name is Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so that you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is we're going to be talking about loneliness and being suffocated in a relationship. Now, this is somewhat from the woman's perspective because men never say these two things right here about either feeling lonely. Um, I've heard some guys saying that, God, she's all up my ass or something. So I guess feeling suffocated. Yes, I'm assuming a lot of men will be able to relate to that. But once again, they will rarely make a video talking about how a woman is not letting him breathe. They may just tell their buddies or either give him a look and we'll all know what he's talking about. But I often think that a lot of people are matched up with the wrong people most of the time. Because, okay, I'll say for myself, if I'm with a woman, do I rather she be constantly calling me, constantly wanting to spend time with me, texting me long paragraphs, even though that can be a little annoying? Would I rather she be like that, or would I rather she barely calls me, only calls me when she wants something, only communicates with me when she wants me to do a favor for her? And if I'm talking to her, especially in text, her answers are like real short sentences, like one word answers. Would I want that? Now, ideally, you want somebody that's in the middle. But if I had to choose between those two, I will pick the woman that's all up my ass. I'd rather she be all into me than had me wonder if she's still interested in me and if she's with me for the right reasons. Anyway, I have one video here to convey how sometimes women feel in a relationship. And okay, I will add my 2 cents later after this video plays. I'll be back. Hit the like button again if you didn't. Remember, likes are free.
Hey guys, my name's Marwa, and I came on alone because I'm used to being alone. I've got a background in cow tipping and frog gigging. If I wasn't cow tipping, I was frog gigging. Right now I'm working on my gill net. About a week ago, I shot a muskox with my recurve bow. I've been tanning the hide out back. I can finally now use it as a blanket. Over here's my shelter I built. This is the muskox I was talking about. Hey guys, so it's nighttime and there's a wild animal in my shelter. Hey bear! Hey bear! Hey bear! It's not going away. I'm not really sure how much time has passed now. I've whittled some things out of pine wood.
Yeah, they gotta taste their own medicine, that's what happened.
I made this spoon. I really need a friend out here. Everybody meet Cletus. Hi Cletus. Alright, well, it's been a while out here. I'm starving. I've lost a lot of weight. Looks like nothing's in my gill net. It's disappointing. Alright, let me check my crab trap. Oh my god! Oh my god, I got crabs, I got crawdads! Crawdads and crabs! I threw my crab and my crawdads in a pot. I found some teriyaki mushrooms and throw them in there for some flavor. So I got my fire lit and my crawdads cooking. And yeah, I'm excited. Feel a little lonely after eating that crab. Medic.
Okay, so this is a great example right here. Truthfully, this is how I'm not sure whether to say all or a lot, but I do believe how some women feel in a relationship with a man once it becomes mundane, once it becomes routine, once uh he gets set like doing like a certain hobby and things like that. And to men out there, I think it's important that you do have hobbies and things that you are doing because that works into that thing of like changing, evolving. You know, you should be able to sit down and read a book or something. Now, at the same time though, you do have to give your woman attention. Once she becomes part of your life and you are dating her and she's living with you, you have to make space because we often hear about a woman making space for a man to become part of her life to add to her life or something when she's on that strong independent stuff. But men have a similar type of thing when we are used to being by ourselves, used to being on the video game for 8 hours, used to just going into your study and then just engrossing yourself into a book or something. If your woman doesn't have hobbies, this is why I'm not threatened. If a woman has a hobby, she has a job, she has something else that she is doing. Now, the danger is with any of that stuff when you are going out socializing with other people that a woman can drift into another direction or start dating someone else. That can happen. And then she's leaving you because now she's bored of you and she's found excitement with a new source person out there. So that's the dangers in that. But if you are a guy that has a lot of things on your plate or a lot of things you like to accomplish and be into, then you need to pick a woman that has activities that she is into so that you guys can spend constructive time apart or something. Now, for a lot of you men that say that you want a submissive woman or a stay-at-home wife, most of the time those type of women don't have too many hobbies. Their hobby is you and probably the kids. But then when you come home, then she's going to tell you about her day, want to talk, things like that. I know a lot of men don't like that small talk type of thing. As I said before, I'd rather she be wanting that attention from me than somebody else. So I will take time to give that attention to the woman. I think that's the main reason why I never had that sexless marriage or not be able to get nookie type of thing, because I didn't mind spending time doing other things with the woman besides just rolling in the sack, sharing good times, going on trips and stuff. But the only thing with that is how much is too much. Because if you are spending time with a lot of women, not all of them, if you spend time with her, she can still get bored of you. But I think it takes a little longer for her to get, well, actually, I'm not sure. Is it better to ignore a woman, or is it better to give her loads of attention? Once again, you got to find some inner balance. I'll tell you a trick that I use with my ex-wife that worked for the most part for most of the time that we were together, until it didn't work. So for longevity, yes, this particular strategy can work, and I'll tell you later. But anyway, let's go the other way. If you are that man giving her loads of attention that she says she wants, what happens? What really happens?
Joseph Beach, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman believes her man is too clingy and says his love is suffocating. Don't believe me? Check it out for yourself, man. Let's get it.
You say you feel suffocated with his love.
Yeah, he's just...
He wants too much touching, too much sex.
It's overwhelming, and it makes me not, like, the more he pressures me to want to be intimate or all that, the more it makes me not want to do that. So it puts me in a situation where it's like I feel like I have to make excuses. I have to come up with reasons to not do things with him. Like,
let me stop her right there. When I'm getting that kind of signal from a woman that she doesn't want to be around me, she doesn't want to talk to me, she doesn't want to do it, I'm like, oh well, okay, fine. Then I'm not going to try. As far as trying to spend time with her, then I'll play the video game. Like, hey, is other things I can do. And that's part of my thing right there. But see, I'm a reflector person. So if a woman is sending me a signal that she doesn't want to be with me or be near me or something, then I don't want to play myself further. Now, the only mistake I do make with this is, instead of like staying in the relationship, trying to make it work, I would probably say, just try a couple times and then leave the relationship. Thing is, though, I don't know if they have kids. And see, this is when sometimes when a woman has kids, she start really showing her ass, because she knows that even if you leave, you're still chained to her, especially with your money. Your money is still going to be going there. So anyway, let her keep finishing what she was saying.
it was one specific time where he went all out. Like, I was at work and he went all out, got a hotel room, made it nice, because he just wanted to do that for me.
Right.
But that specific night, it just wasn't my night. I wasn't in the mood. I'm a real moody person sometimes, especially when I get off of work. And basically, he surprised me, brought me to the room, opened the door, and I see everything. And, most women would be like, oh, babe, thank you. And I appreciate this, but
not you. Let's keep listening.
My feelings was, like, dang, I'm trapped. Like now we're here. Now we're here, and I have to make an excuse to, find my way out of this situation because I just wasn't in the
Women
mood.
come in here by the dozen talking about their man don't do anything romantic for them, that they don't love them, that they don't express this. This man over here rubbing your feet on the way to work,
Right.
and then got a hotel room for you with all the trappings when you're done, and you don't want it. Tell me about that, Mr. Mitchell.
I just feel
I understand how you feel, but go ahead and say it.
she don't know how to accept this real love. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, maybe she ain't never seen it before in her life, never had it thrown at her like that, but...
Drink the coffee, brother. Drink the coffee. Let her go.
I'm real.
He plays a lot of mind games too. He's a very
what kind of mind game?
people person. Like he can talk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what kind of mind game?
He's just like he's controlling in a way to like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I'm controlling, but I'm the one rubbing the feet.
Okay, because you rub my feet once. That don't mean nothing. That's one little thing. That don't define our whole relationship because you rub my feet. Ooh, so what? Like,
well, let me ask you this: you believe that Mr. Mitchell is cheating on you? I want you to tell me why you believe, after all of this love.
I think she's cheating on him. How did this?
And PDA and intimacy in your direction, you believe he's actually cheating on you.
All right. We're not watching the rest of that, man. What do you think men should do in a situation like that? Let's check out more of these comments. See what the people have to say. First comment here says, she just don't want him. That's it. Somebody else here says, she has another guy. That's what I thought. She has another guy. Another person here says, I promise you it's because someone else is in the position. Yes. Another person here says, legend has it, she's now searching for a man that does this. That's the cycle, right? It's complain you don't have a good man while picking bad men. Finally pick a good man. Say that you're bored and you need to find happiness because your life is too mundane and repetitive. And I need new exciting experiences. Divorce. Go to Pound Town hella times, girls trips, end up on TikTok talking about I still have hope for love. Shout out to Tia Mowry.
I don't drink coffee.
We get it. You don't drink coffee. Somebody else here says she got someone else. This is a woman. Woman saying, you know what? She probably has somebody else who's doing that for her. And another woman here says, don't let someone have to tell you twice that they don't want you. It's really a confidence thing when it comes to men having the power to walk away. It's always like a confidence thing. And you have all types of people who are stuck in this situation. They don't have to be somebody who can be viewed as unattractive or broke. It's all self-esteem, man. You've got to believe in yourself. And usually that takes a lot of therapy and self-improvement, improving yourself, because a person who can't let go of somebody who doesn't want them, they just don't value themselves that much. And the only way you can increase self-worth is by self-improvement and also changing how you view yourself, working on your mind. People don't want therapy. They'll do everything else. They'll work on their cars when they're broken. They work on their house when it needs fixing up. When it comes to their mind, how they view the world, people just think that stuff just happens. Another comment here says, run, brother, run away fast. She does not want you. Another comment here says, after I saw this episode, I looked him up and his new woman sees the treasure he is. Oh, really? Well, that's what's up. It's a good ending. My man found somebody who actually appreciates him for him. So what do you guys think happened to her?
I think what happened to her is that she ended up alone, bouncing around, getting dogged out by dudes, and then she missed the treatment that she used to get from this man, or either she wanted that treatment from a guy that totally ignored her. So there's always that thing of like, cherish the thing that you have. Don't take it for granted, because when it's gone, a lot of times it's gone. I will give her credit because it went over real fast, but she did admit that she was moody. It's rare for me to hear a woman say that she has any fault. So for her to say that, I'll give her a point for that. But I do think that somebody else is in the picture for her to be acting that way. Whether it's a man or a woman, I don't know how long they've been like dating each other. She didn't mention that they had kids, so whew, thank goodness for that. Because, dude, if you was to get her pregnant, that right there will definitely go to the zenith for her acting like that. Um, yeah, and that goes with my strategy right there of if a woman's acting like that, then I'm going to reflect back to her, and then it becomes a game because then when she hangs out with somebody, I'm going to hang out with somebody. When she uh doesn't respond to my call or my message, then I'm going to do the same thing back to her of responding. And that's the thing. You don't want to get into this game thing. And sometimes I would get sucked in because sometimes I'll feel hurt and then get do a emotional response, like the passive aggressive thing. I'm not really like uh, assertive in that kind of way until person like pushes me and pushes me. But now I learned that if a woman's doing that type of stuff, then just taking totally bail out. Once again, I don't know how long ago they've been dating. And I'm not sure if he comes off, and that's why they usually say don't act thirsty because women get turned off when you are bending over backwards for them most of the time. Like, I guess do it sparingly, do it once in a while. I try to do things, especially because I've been fortunate enough to date women that would do some amazing things for me, and I would make sure I do something back to her to either try to top it or match it with something, especially if she took her time to get my favorite food or something, or go out her way to get me something or buy me a game. That's why, once again, I think that's why I stayed with my ex-wife that long, because she did such small, huge things in my book that kept me there with her. It just was the toxicity. And it's not to say that she was a bad person, because we all go through things. And I know I wasn't perfect. But I mean, she did try. It's just that some things, her inner demons, she just never beat. And I couldn't heal them. And then I also had my own personal stuff. And she was definitely the one to be all up on me. Now, of course, though, she was more on the over jealous side. But I see her switch because some people are built like either they're going to be all up on you or not on you at all. Me, I'm more of a balanced person. I try to adjust with the person. Like if they need a lot of time or something, I'll do it. And if I can't, I'll try to explain to them like, hey, I can't do this right now. I have to finish it. Especially since I'm more mature now. I wouldn't like ghost somebody or try to avoid their call or something. I'll just tell them like, hey, I'll make it up to you or something like that. And I think that's the correct path to be. Now, women out here, know yourselves. Because some of you do need a lot of attention. And then some of you kind of don't want to be bothered. So try to get with a guy that fits into that type of mode or something. Because it seems like we tend to attract the opposite ones when we are. Because women that are strong, independent, that don't need a man, I'm pretty sure most of the time you attract men that are thirsty, bending over backwards for you, and that probably turns you off. Whereas the man that's similar like you, that's like workaholics, all about his money or something like that, you two don't attract each other. And even if you was to get into a relationship together, you probably would want him to spend more time with you. Or maybe he would want you to be more wifey or do more things for him that you're not willing to do. So I think a lot of times people get matched up with the wrong people and they just go by how the person looks. Anyway, I've been talking enough. Hopefully this is sinking in. Know the type of person you are. Fellas, try to not make your woman feel lonely by totally ignoring her. Like, do give her time. And my answer to that is like, maybe I did want to play video games or either read a certain book or something like that, but I would spend time with her first and then go do it later when either she seems like she full with the time, or either she's on the phone with a girlfriend of hers or something. That's how I would do it, so that it don't become an issue later for me or her. For women, understand that men do need time to themselves to do stuff. You know, you can't have all of his time. You can't dominate all his time. And then when you want to do something, you want him to go somewhere. So maybe y'all need to make like schedules of when to do something. Anyway, that's it. Give me a like, a subscribe. God bless everybody. Have a good night.
All men are the same. All men are the same. No, they're not. Maybe you're just looking in the wrong areas. You're not going to find a good man up at the club. You're not going to find a good man up at a bar. Have you tried nerds? They're taking over the world right now. And a lot of them are buff, looking like Goku out here. Running like Naruto. Come on.
Dirty word. Your ego has driven you out of truth. You only played yourself, got no game.